What is happening, guys? Cowboy here. Welcome back to the walkthrough. So we got a couple of side missions to knock out that are all fairly quick. So before we jump into it, I wanted to take a moment about where you should be at roughly this point in the game, as we are at the halfway mark. So first off, in terms of level, if you've been doing a little bit of farming here and there for sets, you should be right around 80. Just a pinch past that, with enough to go up to 81. If you're following this along, as you can see, we're mainly focused on stamina, but we are starting to move some into strength as well. Now, at this point, we also have all of our abilities unlocked, with the exception of our mystic arts. So what I would suggest doing is find what skills you picked up that you see that you're not really using at all. You know, if you picked up Rampage, for example, and you almost never use it, now is a good time to get rid of those skills and get extra skill points back. As a reminder to do that, you would hop over to Dojo and just hit triangle and select the tree and reset your skills. So anything that you find you're not really getting a lot of use out of, whether it's the Omyo stuff you picked up, or the Shiftling, or the Samurai, or your main weapon, get those points back, spend them somewhere else. Beyond that, now is probably a good time to upgrade both your weapon and your gear. I'm still rocking quite a few pieces of obsidian, but I'm going to be looking to replace this relatively soon. As you can see, I got item drop rate on most of it because I was actually trying to farm up a smithing text without luck. So instead, we've moved on to a new weapon, the Demon's Axe. We got the smithing text for the Demon Axe quite a while ago. And Yokai weapons in general, corrupted weapons, they're really good choices because you can soul match them to the cores, as we've done in the past. And it's just really easy to level these up by matching them with a core. So that's a really safe bet to do. And then this is actually set. Let me go back to this real fast. Some of this stuff is missing, but that's fine. I had on my farming set. So we have that hand cannon, and then which one of you were we using? This guy, 73. Beyond that, it's not going to hurt to do a little bit of tempering. As you can see, I've done some tempering here. I got familiarity bonus in life, soul core drop rate, and backstab damage taken. On the axe, I went for active skill key consumption, active skill break, melee key damage, and then I inherited over a damage bonus familiarity, which will just be a nice little boost once this axe maxes on out. So the point I'm making here is, since we are roughly halfway through the game, now is a really good time to kind of take a step back, look at where you're at gear-wise, evaluate what it's time to upgrade. For me, at least, my next upgrade is going to be all of this. All of my pieces of gear I'm going to be looking for replacements for in the coming zones. So either way, let's continue on. Song of the Yokai. We have 7 different hot springs we need to pick up here, so definitely a little bit of a tricky one. In addition, one thing I want to note for those that are following this series along as it comes out, we're probably going to be cutting it down to 2 episodes a day in the near future. We have Final Fantasy VII Remake right on the horizon, so I need to make sure I have time for that, and Nioh, and the walkthrough is not going to go anywhere. We'll just slow down from 3 episodes a day to 2. So anyway, go in here first, and then let's back up a little bit. There should be a snake. Okay, as long as the snake's not there, we're clear. Throw a bomb. Get this guy. Now we're going to take out Mrs. Snake. Completely whiffed most of that. Not today. And there's our first wood tile. So remember, for the achievement, you need to use every single hot spring in the game. And because of that, we need to use 7 different hot springs in this place. So even though we have our buff up, just go on over here and use the next one. I think this is one of the missions that a lot of people mess up on and don't get their achievement, because they're like, oh, well, I just used this one, I don't use the second. Yep, you got to use all 7. So anyway, we're going to continue around, going this way, and there should be a Garobi. There he is. Bit too early on that. Alright, and now let's head into this door for Scampus and a Kuroka lantern. And I have the worst luck trying to hit them with the cannon. There we go. So with him dead, rest in hot spring number 3. And hot spring number 4. Go, grab that. Go around the corner, and now we're back towards where the shrine is at. So instead of the shrine, we are going to sprint on over this way, and we're going to take this corner top. So we want to... Oh, I guess we can kill you now. That wood tile, and we're gonna... This is where the floor splits, so we don't want to go that way. Go around... Oh, we need to go through both of these. We can, I guess we can do this one first, since I took up the other way. So we're gonna go in here, get this hot spring. And then this next one is gonna have 2 Rukurobis waiting inside of it, so... Just send Yatsu no Kami in there, have him wiggle around and take care of these guys. And I'm gonna back up a little bit, get my stamina, and it's time to kill them all! Little risky, but it worked out well in the end, I think. So once again, hit another hot spring up. And with this, we have 6 of our 7 accomplished. So afterwards, we're going to grab this little piece of loot. And then head out this way. And continue along, and then we're going to go in here. Should be a lone ninja. It's just hanging out. That seems excessive. Let me just go to the rifle here. 2 ninjas. Chest behind... No, chest is in the other room. So grab this. Let's see. We killed the Yamanaba for the tile. Ninja guarding loot. And here there should be some Gakis that are in the back. And then a flying bolt. Alright, flying bolt, 2 Gakis, next room for ninja guarding loot, Yamanaba for tile, through boxes, and door near stairs for hot spring 5 and 6, double Rukurobis. Okay, you're all set. So from here, we're going to be dropping down right where that guy's at. So we're going to kill him first just to make things a little bit easier. Let me get a good angle I can hit this guy from. Hit him from here, but I don't want to touch it to lower it. Oh, looks like we're going. As you can see, there's a couple little loots right there that we want to grab real fast. Get this one. And you want to drop. Just like that. Just keep walking forward. Don't sprint. Don't go too fast. Just a nice steady pace. And then just nice and careful. Alright, and now we're going to go back. And we want to go to here. This guy. Alright, kick this open, and now we are set. So from here, we're going to be going downstairs to fight the, essentially like the boss for this zone. So if you are low at all, now would be a great time to rest at that shrine. Where do I want to put these points? I'll save it. So I'll pick you up. Actually, you know what? I need to start leveling up my Omio more, so I am gonna rest at the shrine and put on some purification talismans. So when it comes to leveling up stuff, the stuff like Omio and Ninjutsu, the easiest way to level is going to be based on doing damage with them. So in particular, when I say damage, like if you were to do shots, like the Omio shots, that will level it up very quickly. Alternatively, you could of course level up by being buffed with Omio, like putting on a purification talisman and then hitting something while it's on. But just raw damage will level it up the fastest. In a similar way, if you're playing as a ninja, blowing stuff up with kunai and all that will level things up very quickly. So we're going to take this down. This should be a Enki, a hot spring, so we're just going to buff up here. I forgot to grab that one. Whatever, we'll get it after we kill this guy. There we go. No loot left behind. And of course, make sure you use the final hot spring, giving you all 7 for this area. So in here we have a gauntlet of enemies. First, it's going to be a Enki, then a fart rat with some water heads, and lastly a Wume. So go on and nice and buffed up. Heal up here while we have a moment. We're going to take out the waterheads first. Boom, 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 boom. So freaking anime. Once you get used to it, as you can see, it's actually really nice having Phantom or Feral. It's just like a split-second parry. So, though I still think Brute is better from a beginner perspective, just because it's an interrupt and not a parry, so you can spam it the second you see something. You don't need to worry about timing or anything. But anyway, afterwards, pop this open and meet the prime waifu for Nioh 2. Big old busty Japanese girl who sings and dances. Some A-grade waifu material right there. All right, moving on from here, we have the missing gun. Nothing worth a mention in the missing gun. It's just pretty much just a quick, pretty straightforward mission. As you can see, no, what's the word I'm looking for? No hot spring, no ninja or Omio locks, and it's an area we've been through. So we're very much just going to kind of haul ass through this one. A couple things we're going to pick up just because they're kind of along the way. We will hit the shrine up, though. Remember, always hit a shrine just to get that little bit of anima. Every little bit counts. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We can kill this guy. And then we're going to go behind the house. And kill kill this guy. Grab this little chest. Alright, and now we are going to ninja up. And we're just going to walk past all this stuff. So we're going to be going back towards where the shortcut typically is for this level. There isn't a shortcut there, but there is a nice big chest filled with loot. I'm gonna open this. Okay. And there should be a ninja dog. Yep. I don't need you howling at people that I'm here. So kind of head off towards where you see this one little solo loot. I'm gonna grab that. Then we're gonna go up here. So it's essentially like a dual phase boss battle we're going through here. Sorry, Gamma Girl and her subordinate, Tana Boy. So right there, how you saw, I had Purity on, and Purity got overwritten by Corruption. With any corrupted weapon, that little bar that you see above the high stance icon, that's your sentence meter. It basically determines like when your weapon becomes alive, if you will. When that bar fills up, your weapon gets a damage buff that will override any active element you have. So whether you have water or fire, fury, it doesn't matter. That buff will override it. So just something to keep in mind. In retrospect, the reason I'm saying all this is because really I shouldn't have bothered putting Purity on since that bar was almost full. Because you can easily see, like even now looking at it, you know, I can see that it is nowhere close to full. So now would be a good time to use Purity. Anyway, we're gonna grab these little loots just because we're right here. As you can see, it's mostly crap. Hand mirror, sacred water, sacred ash. So we're gonna go up here, the boulder path. We'll kill the fart rat. That loot. And we're just gonna skip all this crap. None of this is really a threat. Just getting up here. Still, no, Scampus is not up here. Scampus isn't there. Since you want to be a little pain in my ass, come here. And we'll grab this chest that's right here since we've killed these dummies. Right, get this. Talk to this little guy. Alright, we're gonna go past this for now. Skip the Ubume for now. And over here for the shrine. Now this fight is going to be against another ninja girl and her two subordinates. Man, I'm down to where I'm getting 0.1 equipment load. This is when stamina starts to suck, because it's like I'm barely seeing returns anymore, but it still is worthwhile to take it all the way up. I need you to look at me. Alright. There we go. Good Ubume. Now they're going to spawn in once you kind of get into the middle there, so go on and do any buffs you want. And we are going to spin to win our way completely through this encounter. I'm waiting for, there they are. The only thing worth mentioning is, as you notice, I waited half a second before engaging her, because you want to make sure that you kill those two guys before you get caught up fighting her. But once they're dead, she isn't really, I mean, she's not that much harder than a regular enemy. And on to our final mission of this episode, Refined Man of the Underworld. Now, this mission actually has an achievement along with it. Kill a Gaki and an Enki. I don't remember if you have to kill them at the same time exactly. Let me see. Or not Gaki and Enki, excuse me. Gozuki and Mezuki. It's essentially like a, I don't know if I really want to call it hidden. But this mission has both Gozuki and Mezuki, so if you didn't kill them back in the very first mission of the game, you slaughter them both here and be on your way. Now, this is actually a really, really nice mission for farming. I typically farm this in New Game Plus just to set a baseline. We are at basic 37.4 right now, so keep in mind where we are at in terms of Amrita, just so you see how much we pull in from this mission. We have a Gaki. And then, alright, an Enki. And until you kill the Enki, the boss won't spawn. He grabbed me through it. We went from 37,000 to 105,000. That is some crazy Amrita for just knocking those two out. Obviously, you get a decent amount of loot out of this too. You get 2 soul cores, usually 1 from each of them. So just, you know, it's a pretty solid mission choice. I mean, that's a lot of Amrita. New Game Plus, this mission awards, I want to say it's upwards of like 2 million. So just a nice mission to farm if you're, you know, if you're trying to change your build around or you're a couple levels away from getting that B agility, this is a really good choice to just kind of go through it, murder them, and be on your way. So with that wrapped up, we're actually going to go by the tea house real fast because you always get some tea out of that mission. Haven't done this in a while. Go, got some of those. And then over at the hut, the guy's helping nobody. There we go, look at that. More luck, money, and utensil droppery. So we're going to close this one out here. Up next, we have the Frenzied Blaze, which is quite a long mission. But one of the great things is the soul core that we get out of it is actually really, really good. It's so good that it's going to be the soul core to finally replace our Yatsu no Kami. So stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys soon enough with the Frenzied Blaze.